Everybody, this is an update on the crypto charts. The crypto market is performing really nicely, right? Just as a reminder, the entry signal was down here, so we've put in a couple of bullish weeks, not big weeks, but after this, I mean, this surge in bullishness here, right, before breaking the green line. Well, it's not astonishing that we have some days that are a bit quieter. Just remember we had to break through the big psychological number, this one, then we had to break the last high, and then we had to re-break the base. So this is bullish, right? This is very bullish price action, especially if we look at the daily chart. I mentioned that in an earlier quick email. What we have here is three bullish spikes, right? This is the first bullish spike, first, second, and that's the third bullish spike. Whenever we get that, well, we can expect a sharp sell-off. That's what we see here, right? And I mentioned that when we were up here, that we should sell off. That we should sell off into the 21 moving average band. Well, this is what happened, right? These are the three bullish spikes. I was expecting that well, we actually want to see a nice test of the 21. I've tried to make this a system, but the pattern doesn't come up sufficiently enough. So basically, I would have wanted to see price get right into the target area at testing the 21 moving average, and then taking basically a trade on a small bar. Well, it didn't happen, but still it worked nicely. It bounced off. Now this three spike pattern is a very bullish pattern. We could actually see prices to rise very strongly from here. Well, the minimum we should see is, well, it's a measured move, right, of what we saw before. This was a very strong move, and we can actually expect once this is over, we could actually see now a sell-off, as I expect, right, a bit lower and into these higher lows. Ideally this one, or ideally the first higher low of the first spike, right, first bullish spike, a higher low after the first bullish spike, which would be somewhere here, right? That would be ideal to basically scale in into this very early start of a bull. I'm just moving the stop here so I get notified when Bitcoin breaks to a new high. Ethereum did not yet. We get a lot of confirmation on the Bitcoin chart, but not yet on the Ethereum chart. Ethereum is the second biggest coin in terms of market cap. So the fourth bullish confirmation in the crypto market basically is when we get a re-break of the line, when this alarm goes off. Then Ethereum has triggered a long-term entry signal on the S1 pattern on the weekly chart. Now let's look beyond the first two biggest coins, because I've got a list here. That's basically my list from last year. I'm still a bit cautious because that's an early bull. We could still get a pull down into the 30,000 level, which is an important psychological level, right? So this is the second target area. So I'm still a bit cautious, but let's have a look now at some of the altcoins. For example, this one, BNB, that's the coin of Binance, right, of the Binance exchange. Well, we see a lot of weekly patterns because Bitcoin and Ethereum have a weekly pattern. So we see in this early bull, we see a lot of altcoins with weekly patterns, not so much on daily and 4 hour and hourly. This will come a bit later in the bull, right, if it confirms. Now we are about to re-break the base, right? This, I mean, we see it better on the monthly chart. That's a big move, right? And it's a very high up consolidation that shows bullish strength, right? If it consolidates high and doesn't need to drop deep, pull back deep. So we might get a signal, a buy signal on BNB, so very bullish, right? On Ripple XRP, it has rebroken the line, right? Fell off and now rebroke again. Now it's testing again the base. So that looks bullish. Sol sold off quite a bit, right? It came from 270 down to 8. Well, that's a big drop off, but it has established an S1 pattern on the weekly, and it has rebroken, right? So from that entry signal, well, it already doubled, and there's much more to it here in Sol, right? Whenever we see a pattern, well, there's much more to it. So this is front running that triggered actually earlier than Bitcoin. Now let's have a look at ADA, which is Cardano. As well, Cardano, that's an S1 pattern. It could re-break, right, within a few weeks. And let's have a look at Dodge. Dodge has not yet breakdown, so this one needs to, we could see it sell off, right, bar close, and then a re-break as well. This, after this big up move, is consolidating on a very high level. That is bullish, right? Bullishness. This is as well is front running. It has triggered back here in January of this year. And you see what happens. It went from 5 cent to 10 cent. So it doubled, running through these stop runs. Right. This is a huge stop run level back here. Once we break to a new high, once we break the consolidation high, we might actually start running for this big stop run level. Next, well, let's go beyond that. Okay, yeah, Ton, well, interesting how Ton, well, that's a rather new coin, right? It's not on for that long, but Ton is sooner or later, it looks like it's making a new high beyond the December 22 high. That's as well would be very bullish, right? For this coin. Link, there was a breakout bar and the re-break, and look at what it did. It went from $5 to $15, $16, so it tripled. That's just the first move, right? There might be a pullback and then a series of legs higher. Very bullish. Let's have a look here. Well, if the line, like the entry was $6, the consolidation high is 60, right? 50, 60. So that's already a 10 bagger, right? From the entry to breaking the consolidation high. Well, we're looking for prices much beyond just only the consolidation high. Matic went really well. I've traded that. I got it somewhere in here. It's stabilizing as well at a very high level, right? It has broken down early on, then hovered on around the level. Well, it's actually a pattern, right? This is a pattern. We see it here. It's a pattern within an overall pattern. So we've got two patterns in a row that adds extra strength, right? Well, I'm just putting the alarm here. Looks bullish, right? Very bullish. Dot. So Dot is a bit a special case. So here it's a fairly new coin. That's from I think August 20. And well, all this is a consolidation, right? We don't see the momentum move because it didn't exist before, at least on this exchange, right? Binance. There might be other exchanges where it was quoted earlier than that, but let's just say this is the first day of trading. Well, we can actually assume if this is the pattern, right? Well, what could have been the momentum move? And we basically do. We can draw, right? We can draw a line, a momentum move line, which is this one, right? And that fits to the harmony of this pattern. And then we can say, okay, if this is the line, right? Let's just do it again. If this is the line, well, then we can actually identify the target, right? And the target, let's just draw it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So the target is a measured move. So it should be then around here. What is that? Well, that is around 20,000. Well, now we're at $5, right? So this could go to 20,000, from 5 to 20,000. So huge opportunity, right? And the nice thing here with Dot is that the stop is really tight, right? And this is a more volatile coin. So let's just say you get in at 5. Well, the stop is down here. You get stopped out, right? Well, it's at 350. So 350. So that would mean a 30% drop in the value of what you invested, right? From 5, and then you get stopped out with a 350. So it's a $150 stop, right? 30%. Well, this is a very volatile coin, right? We've seen what the potential is. I don't say you should get in that, right? I just say this is a pattern we can think of, right? Assume a momentum move. This gives us a target, and in relation to that, this is a very tight stop, right? A dot. So there are opportunities in the market, right? This is another S1 pattern. So overall, we're bullish, right? I'm very convinced that this is the start of a next exponential bull, crypto bull. Well, basically the last confirmation is that we get an entry signal here, that we re-break the base, the line here in Ethereum. That would be nice and bullish, right? Fourth confirmation, and quite excited. Thank you.